During a fierce fight between the snake and the hen managed to burst the snake's eyes, and it fled blind, unable to find the path back. It wandered aimlessly into the woods and ended up taking refuge in a distant cave. There, in the darkness, the snake cried. It shed bitter tears of suffering, but the pain that made it cry the most was not the pain of its shattered eyes, but knowing its days were numbered. Blind, it would not be able to hunt, would not be able to find prey, and would starve to death because of the hen. Meanwhile, the hen celebrated her victory. She hugged her chick and said, "I saved you, my son. You are free from that cursed snake. Now we will live in peace forever." At least that's what she believed. She thought she had finally gotten rid of the danger, but in the cave, consumed by hatred, the snake whispered to the hummingbird, "The hen will pay for everything she did to me." Her tears were not of pain, they were of resentment. Her jaw trembled as she promised revenge. "I will teach her that no one hurts a snake and goes unpunished," she murmured. The hummingbird tried to calm her. "Mrs. Snake, you tried to devour the hen's son. She only defended him. Anyone would do the same." The snake let out a scream that echoed through the cave. "Be quiet. Can't you see I'm suffering?" The hummingbird stepped back, frightened. Then the snake changed her tone and began to play the victim. "Poor me. Everyone hates me. Everyone wants to crush my head. No one thinks about forgiving me. And even you, my only friend, turn against me." The hummingbird cried as well. "Forgive me, Mrs. Snake. I didn't mean to offend you. Go and call the hen," she ordered. "Tell her you found a barn full of corn inside this cave. She will ask where it is, and you will guide her here. I will take care of the rest." The hummingbird was trapped between fear and conscience. Disobeying a snake was dangerous, but betraying the hen was unjust. Even so, he flew toward the hen's house with the plan in mind. On the way, his thoughts clashed like a storm. When he saw the innocence of the hen and her son, he did not have the courage to lie. He returned and deceived the snake, saying that the hen did not need the corn. The snake struck the ground furiously. "Cursed hen!" she shouted over and over again. Days passed. The snake tried new plans, but the hummingbird frustrated her each time, until one day, weakened by hunger, she decided to play her last card. She began to cough, to cry, to pretend she was dying. "Hummingbird, I am in my final hours. Call everyone I have harmed. I need to ask for forgiveness before I die. I do not want to go down to the grave with this guilt." The hummingbird moved, flew to the hen. "Mrs. Hen, the snake is going to die tonight. She wants to ask your forgiveness for trying to devour your son." The hen trembled. She put down the corn, put out the lunch fire, and with tears in her eyes, decided to go. She also deserves forgiveness, she thought. The wind blew cold that afternoon in the southern United States. The hen walked with her heart racing, while the hummingbird flew ahead, burdened with guilt. When they arrived at the cave, the snake pretended extreme weakness. "Come in," she said in a broken voice. "Close the entrance with that stone, so we can be alone. Remove your spurs, file your beak. I don't want you to hurt me in this embrace of reconciliation." The hen, moved by compassion, did everything the snake asked. She rolled the stone and sealed the entrance. Outside, the hummingbird waited. Hours passed, days passed. The stone never moved again. The truth was brutal. The hen fell victim to false tears, tears of manipulation, the most dangerous weapon used by those who pretend to be victims in order to destroy the kind-hearted. Be careful with those who cry too much to hide their evil. Be careful with those who present themselves as victims when in reality they are the villains. Open your eyes. Not everyone who suffers is innocent. Share this story with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to follow me for more stories that can save your life.